The desert stretched endlessly beneath a blue dome of sky, a place both tranquil and fierce. Rolling dunes of sun-kissed sand glimmered like gold in the light, while rugged mountains stood tall in the distance, their peaks shadowed and mysterious. Here, life seemed sparse, yet it thrived in unexpected ways. Cacti towered with their spiky arms raised to the sun, defiantly beautiful against the backdrop of deep orange and muted browns. As dusk approached, the air shifted with a soft warmth that turned the cool night ahead into something magical. Stars began to dot the sky, each one twinkling like a tiny lantern. The silence of the desert was profound, broken only by the soft rustle of wind through the dry grasses and the distant call of a lone owl. In this serene but harsh environment, survival was a daily trial. Every creature had learned to adapt or face the unforgiving elements. Yet, amidst the rough beauty lay an anticipation for something extraordinary. There was an unspoken connection among the flora and fauna, a shared understanding that this barren land was more than just soil and rock. It held secrets beyond compare. Little did they know that soon they would witness a phenomenon that would defy all reasons. A strange harvest unlike anything ever seen before. In this mystical setting, where dreams collided with reality, the ground around one particular cactus stirred with excitement. Its very roots whispered promises of an event that would captivate every soul in the desert and beyond. The harsh but beautiful landscape was ready to reveal its wonders. A harvest burgeoning with polished brass and blood, waiting just below the surface. Amidst the sea of cacti, one stood out like a secret waiting to be revealed. This particular cactus, known as the eldritch spire, was tall and proud, adorned with vibrant green skin that glimmered under the moonlight. Unlike its neighbors, which were often rugged and thorny, the eldritch spire had smooth arms with spines that sparkled like scattered jewels. Its unusual appearance hinted at something extraordinary. It seemed to vibrate with a life force all its own. One night, when the stars shined particularly bright, a faint humming sound began to emanate from the eldritch spire. Curious desert creatures gathered around, drawn in by the enchanting melody. The air felt charged with energy, as if the cactus itself were communicating with the cosmos. The gentle breeze added to the magic of the moment, rustling through its spiky arms and making them sway like a conductor leading an orchestra of unseen wonders. As night deepened, small flickers of light appeared among the branches of this remarkable cactus. Each glimmer pulsed rhythmically, creating a mesmerizing dance that captivated the onlookers. These were not ordinary lights. They looked like tiny sparks, hinting at something more profound beneath the surface. The eldritch spire seemed to promise a transformation that would shift the very fabric of life in the desert. With each passing moment, anticipation grew thicker in the air. The creatures sensed that something incredible was about to happen, something tied to the cactus's unique gifts. It was as if fate had chosen this moment to unveil an astonishing harvest that would leave everyone in awe. As the moon hung high in the sky, casting a silver light over the desert, a low rumble vibrated through the air. The eldritch spire began to tremble, its branches shaking gently as if responding to an ancient call. Then, in a breathtaking moment, the first shiny Colt cartridge emerged from one of its arms, glistening like a precious gem against the dark night. Gasps of wonder filled the air as nearby animals watched in amazement. A curious jackrabbit twitched its nose, while a wise old coyote perched on a rock observed with wide eyes. One by one, more cartridges appeared, each rolling down like ripe fruit from the cactus's boughs, clinking softly against each other and scattering across the ground. The creatures could hardly believe their eyes. This was no ordinary harvest. The shimmering brass caught the attention of not only animals but also the humans who lived nearby. Soon, townsfolk began to arrive, drawn by the sound and spectacle. They stood in disbelief at the sight of polished brass littering the desert floor where they expected flowers or fruit. Confusion danced with excitement among both animals and people as they debated what this strange gift meant. Children laughed and reached for the shiny cartridges, while elders whispered stories of old legends that spoke of miraculous events in times long past. A sense of unity blossomed in that moment. Everyone shared a bond over this mysterious bounty. As laughter echoed through the night, it became clear that this unusual harvest would change everything for those who called the desert home, marking a new chapter filled with curiosity and wonder about what other secrets lay hidden beneath its surface. As the sparkling Colt cartridges littered the ground, a wave of excitement rippled through the desert's animal inhabitants. Near the edge of the gathering, a curious jackrabbit twitched its nose and hopped closer, its soft ears perked up with wonder. With each shiny cartridge it discovered, the rabbit's eyes widened ever more, showcasing a mixture of thrill and caution. Could these glimmering treasures really be safe to approach? A group of desert quail watched from a distance, their small forms huddled together as they clucked nervously among themselves. They could sense something unusual. Their instinct warned them to keep their distance, even as their curiosity tugged at them to explore this bizarre sight further. The cautious birds flitted from one shadow to another, briefly peeking out to catch glimpses of the sparkling bounty. Meanwhile, an old coyote lingered nearby, observing the proceedings with keen interest. Its wise eyes narrowed as it considered the implications of such a strange harvest. Would these brilliant pieces bring fortune or disaster? The coyote seemed detached and thoughtful, embodying both wariness and intrigue as it calculated whether to join in or remain hidden. Suddenly, a wild fox burst onto the scene, filled with exuberance. With nimble grace, it darted through the glistening cartridges, rolling some playfully towards its friends. Laughter erupted among the critters as they reveled in this unexpected gift from the eldritch spire. In that enchanting moment under the moonlit sky, fear mingled with delight within the diverse community of desert creatures. They communicated without words, a shared understanding that this strange harvest was more than just brass. It was an extraordinary event bringing both opportunity and change into their lives. As news of the strange harvest spread, local residents gathered around the fire, eager to share tales that wove together magic and mystery. Old Man Reyes, with his weathered face and deep-set eyes, spoke first. In our desert, legends tell of a spirit who dwells within the eldritch spire, he began, his voice crackling like the flames beside him. They say when the cactus yields this bounty, it's a sign that fortune is near and change is on its way. The crowd listened intently as he recounted stories of ancient times when cacti bore gifts during celestial events. Many believe that these cartridges symbolize protection, he continued. They represent courage in the face of danger, reminding us that we are stronger together. His words seemed to resonate in the evening air, evoking nods from those who awaited their own fortunes amid life's challenges. Next to speak was young Maria, her eyes shining with excitement. My grandmother told me about a time when flowers bloomed from that very cactus to awaken spirits of ancestors, she said. She believed they returned to guide our people whenever we faced uncertainty. Many gasped at the thought. It felt as if each cartridge held not just brass but stories from loved ones long gone. Teasing laughter erupted from a group of teens nearby, who joked about using the cartridges as good luck charms, or even prizes for daring contests. In their youthfulness, they saw opportunity where others saw mystery. As the stories swirled around the firelight, it became clear. This extraordinary event ignited both wonder and hope in every heart present, an unbreakable bond of culture intertwined with destiny and possibility. As news of the strange harvest spread beyond the desert, nearby towns buzzed with curiosity and intrigue. People flocked from every direction, eager to witness the magical event for themselves. The streets filled with chatter about the shiny Colt cartridges, and debates erupted over what this bizarre phenomenon might signify. Some believed it was a blessing from the desert spirits, while others feared it could be an omen of trouble ahead. Local shops were soon bustling with visitors looking to buy souvenirs or gather information about the eldritch spire. Merchants began selling trinkets inspired by the cartridges, and vendors offered food that celebrated the harvest, creating a festive atmosphere. Children laughed as they played games themed around the dazzling bounty, while adults exchanged stories and theories over cups of steaming coffee. In town halls, discussions turned serious as elders pondered the meaning behind the harvest. Could these cartridges represent protection for their community, or were they a reminder of the dangers that lurked in the desert? Meetings grew lively as opinions clashed and new ideas emerged, fostering a sense of unity in their shared desire to understand this extraordinary event. Meanwhile, artists began capturing the beauty of the Eldritch Spire in paintings and sculptures, celebrating its significance in newfound ways. Musicians composed songs that echoed through the streets, expressing both reverence and wonder at the cactus's strange gifts. Through all this activity, one thing became clear. The strange harvest had woven a rich tapestry of connection among townsfolk, breaking down barriers and inspiring collaboration. As they gathered under starlit skies, they felt a collective hope that whatever lay ahead would be faced together, a testament to their resilience in the face of mystery. With excitement buzzing throughout the towns, locals decided to host a grand harvest festival to celebrate the Eldritch Spire's extraordinary bounty. As the sun rose, it painted the sky in hues of gold and pink, signaling a day of joy and community spirit. Festooned with colorful ribbons and lanterns crafted from old cartridges, the festival grounds came alive with laughter and music. The aroma of mouth-watering food filled the air as vendors set up stalls offering traditional dishes infused with a touch of magic. Visitors delighted in spicy chili con carne, fresh tortillas topped with cactus salad, and sweet prickly pear desserts. Children skipped around with plates piled high, eager to share bites with friends and family. Games were scattered throughout the festival area, each one more inventive than the last. A ring toss had participants aiming to land small hoops over shiny Colt cartridges, while a cactus toss invited children to throw soft beanbags shaped like cacti into waiting baskets decorated with flames of colorful fabric. Excitement erupted each time someone won a prize, whether it was a handmade trinket or an extra helping of food. As evening approached, storytelling sessions began under the stars, where local elders gathered around a glowing bonfire. They spun tales of the desert's ancient spirits and shared lessons learned from nature. Each story captivated the audience, reminding them of their connection to history and each other. The night culminated in a magnificent display of fireworks, shimmering against the dark sky like magic from the Eldritch Spire itself. Filled with joy and wonder, everyone danced together, celebrating not only the harvest but the bonds they had created through this strange, yet wonderful event that had transformed their lives forever. As the echoes of laughter and celebration faded, the townspeople began to reflect on the lessons learned from the Eldritch Spire's strange harvest. This phenomenon, a cactus yielding shiny Colt cartridges instead of expected flowers, served as a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictability and its capacity to surprise. Many realized that the unexpected could bring both joy and confusion, urging them to embrace the mystery rather than shy away from it. Among the community's elders, there was a shared understanding that life in the desert had always been about adapting to challenges. The astonishing harvest exemplified how moments of uncertainty could lead to unity, creativity, and newfound strength. Just as the harsh landscape had once forged resilience within them, so too had this extraordinary event sparked curiosity and exploration of their shared existence. Young Maria, inspired by her grandmother's tales, noted that nature often mirrors life. Much like the way cacti thrive against the odds, people must also learn to flourish amid life's trials. The glittering cartridges symbolized opportunities masked within challenges, showing that sometimes the most beautiful treasures are found where they are least expected. As they gathered to share their reflections beneath the starlit sky, it became clear that embracing nature's surprises was essential for both personal growth and community bonding. Each resident took away a piece of wisdom from this remarkable experience: that life flourishes in the most surprising ways when one is open to change and prepared to discover beauty in unexpected forms. This newfound understanding forged deeper connections among them, reminding everyone how sharing stories and experiences turned uncertainties into blessings, a lesson to carry forward as they continued their journey through life together. As the festival drew to a close, the townspeople gathered one last time under the starlit sky, their hearts brimming with wonder. They looked up at the vast expanse of twinkling stars, each one a reminder of the infinite mysteries that nature held. The Eldritch Spire had gifted them more than just shiny Colt cartridges. It had awakened a profound appreciation for the beauty in unpredictability and the magic that life can bring. In that moment of reflection, They realized that every twist in their journey was a chance to learn and grow. The desert, once seen as harsh and unforgiving, now felt like a realm full of possibilities. Each person understood that embracing the unexpected could lead to joy, unity, and deeper connections with one another. As they shared their hopes for the future, stories emerged about how they would carry this newfound spirit of adventure into their everyday lives. Some spoke of starting new traditions inspired by the harvest, while others planned to explore parts of the desert they had never dared to visit before. The experience taught them that life is a tapestry woven with surprises, and each thread holds a story waiting to be discovered. With laughter and shared dreams echoing through the night air, the townsfolk made a pact to remain open-minded and curious about what lay ahead. They committed to exploring every nook and cranny of their world, ready to uncover its secrets. In embracing nature's wonders, they had found not only a celebration but also a renewed sense of purpose, one that would guide them as they ventured forth into the unknown, forever changed by the magic of the eldritch spire.